Rüfət is not with us today because he has been unjustly detained for his human rights work. He embodies the courage of human rights defenders and should be with us today.
When Rüfət Səfərova, we've already heard reference, blew the whistle on corruption and other abuses he discovered while working in the Prosecutor General's office in Azerbaijan, he hoped those responsible would be held accountable. Instead, Rüfət lost his job. He was falsely accused of bribery. He was sentenced to 9 years in prison in a sham trial. Upon his release, he founded an organization to help people who are targeted for defending human rights, for documenting graft, and other legitimate activities that a government doesn't like. The defense line observes their trials, it visits them in prison, provides support to their families. It raises awareness about their cases throughout the international community. The defenders remind us that making progress on these issues requires bravery, requires resilience. Above all, it requires dogged persistence. One chair, as you will have noted, is empty on the stage, next to Zanelli. It belongs to Rüfət Səfərova, the Azerbaijani human rights defender that I spoke of just a few moments ago. Last week, just hours after visiting the U.S. Embassy in Baku to get his visa to travel here for this ceremony, Rüfət was detained by security officers, and he's since been placed in pretrial detention. The government of Azerbaijan should release Rüfət and release him immediately, as well as all the other journalists, human rights defenders, political opponents, and others that are unjustly detained. In a social media post shared on Rüfət's behalf shortly after his detention, here's what he wrote. "I'm not unhappy with my life. I have chosen dissident life. It's a privilege to defend people and defend humanity."
Mr. Secretary, if you could take the next award and stand by the empty chair, we want to honor Mr. Rüfət Səfərova of Azerbaijan, our indefatigable advocate for accountability and the release of all individuals justly detained. Rüfət is not with us today because he has been unjustly detained for his human rights work. He embodies the courage of human rights defenders and should be with us today.